Known for his exceptional skills in high-end automotive paintwork, Charley Hutton gained fame through the reality television series American Hot Rods. His projects were characterized by a perfect blend of artistic vision, discipline, and skill, which earned him top honors in prestigious hot rod competitions. As his reputation soared, Charley had the opportunity to collaborate with the best auto builders, caught the attention of a renowned paint brand, and eventually took the leap to establish his own paint shop. However, after he left the automotive show, fans were left wondering about his whereabouts and the fate of his shop. Charley Hutton's name became synonymous with excellence in automotive painting and fabrication due to his exceptional talent, but according to him, he was just fortunate enough to meet the right people at the right time. Charley Hutton's interest in colors and paints emerged while he was growing up. Born and raised in Caldwell, Idaho, his path into the world of custom cars began at a young age, as he found joy in repainting and adding flames to his Hot Wheels using nail polish stolen from his sister's beauty kit. His natural talent was evident from the start, as recalled by those close to him. His journey to seriously taking his passion to another level started when he completed his first paint job at the tender age of 13 by repainting his brother's 1955 Chevy pickup. He also did a Nova front subclip and all the bodywork on it. This experience kick-started an obsession with painting vehicles, and he wasted no time pursuing it further. His journey into the automotive world began when he was hired by a local body shop during his senior year of high school. At that time, his father was the chairman of the school board, and one of the members of the board had a body shop. Although initially hired to clean and sand unimportant parts, Charley relentlessly pursued the opportunity to paint. In his first week, he kept on hounding his boss to let him do the paintwork, recalling that he kept saying, "I want to paint. I want to paint. I want to paint." Eventually, he got his chance when an old farmer brought in an old feed truck for repainting. It was his first professional job, and his boss at the time didn't have any high expectations of him. He sanded the whole thing down and sprayed it, and impressed by his work, his boss handed him all the paint tasks from that point on. He continued to learn the art of mixing and applying automotive paint properly. Building on these experiences, Charley opened his own shop, starting small but steadily building his reputation through the word of mouth from fellow gearheads and hot rodders in the local automotive industry. They saw him as a young guy eager to learn, hardworking, innovative, and passionate about cars. The artistic talent was already there, as most of the people around Charley believed that it was innate. However, the discipline and dedication to continue improving his craft were developed over the years. By collaborating with legendary automotive builders such as Coddington and Foose, working alongside of them provided the platform for Charley to turn his artistic visions into reality. They were the ones who truly shaped his career, and in return, he made sure that each project that he did for them was executed meticulously, which established him as a respected name in automotive painting. With his reputation for producing impeccable results, he also worked with other top automotive shops in the country. The pinnacle of his early career came when Coddington himself reached out to the 24-year-old Charley to work on a project. He couldn't believe that it was one of his heroes on the other end of the phone. He couldn't forget that day because he thought, okay, I'm like, who's pulling the wool over my eyes? And it was actually Boyd, and he told me that he'd seen the 33. Referring to the 1933 three-window coupe that Charley worked on. Charley was then asked if he'd be interested in doing a project for Boyd. It was a no-brainer for him, even if it was close to 1,000 miles away from home, as he could distinctly remember that his eyes were often drawn to Boyd's creations whenever he looked through automotive magazines. It was a huge plus that the popular automotive designer was also from Idaho, moved to California, and carved his name in the automotive customization industry. Charley immediately agreed to work for Hot Rods by Boyd located in California. It was supposed to be just a year-long project, but was continually extended with the new work always coming in. He became an integral part of Boyd's team as he lent his expertise to a wide array of projects, from the breathtaking 1930 Delay, What the Hey, to the 1965 Mustang Crazy Horse, and from the 1956 Chevy Junkyard Dog to Gil Losey's Boydster II. Charley left an indelible mark on each creation. It was also at that time that he was given the chance to be a reality TV personality. American Hot Rod landed on Charley's lap only because he was already working for Coddington at the time Discovery Channel approached Boyd. It became a successful show, which lasted for 5 seasons, and only ended when the main star died following surgery complications. However, Charley only appeared in the show for the first couple of seasons and eventually resigned from his job as the resident painter and body shop supervisor after working for Boyd for 6 years. There was a high turnover rate among the employees in the shop, and most viewers believed that it had something to do with the fights and tension in the place. No one confirmed if those were scripted to attract more viewers to the series, or if it was for real. There was an episode in which Boyd was chiding some of his employees for working at their own pace when they were running out of time, and even accused them of becoming overly confident. Charley said, "I'm trying to keep it level-headed." One of the criticisms Boyd received was that he made his employees work 15 to 20-hour days, and that they were always chasing a deadline. Charley left the not-so-good working environment in Boyd's shop and went to work for Chip Foose, a renowned automotive designer who opened his own shop, Foose Designs, also after working for Boyd. A misunderstanding started between Boyd and Chip as the former accused the latter of taking some of his best workers. Apparently, Charley wasn't the only one who left hot rods by Boyd. Despite the controversial feud between the automotive designers, Chip always had good things to say about his former boss, saying that despite how Boyd was portrayed in a series, in actuality, Boyd was quite shy, and most of what they heard in the show was purely scripted. Chip even believed that Boyd's rantings of Charley leaving the shop had an element of script writing in it. Charley also only had nice things to say about Boyd, and would tell everyone that if not for him, he would still be in a small shop in Idaho painting old trucks. Eventually, Chip had his own reality TV series called Overhaulin, which Charley appeared in, showcasing his own skills as well. Viewers then compared it to American Hot Rod, and most of them agreed that Chip's show was more like a feel-good series, while Boyd's show was like a thriller. One of the great things that happened to Charley when he worked for Chip Foose was that is where he won his first Ridler Award in 2005, where he did the paint and refinishing. It was for a 1936 Ford Roadster owned by Ken Reister of Littleton, Colorado, and designed by Chip Foose. The award validated his amazing paint and color ingenuity in the automotive industry. Charley's experience in working with these huge auto builders and designers carved a path for him to go out on his own, and the result was a small shop he established in 2009 called Charley Hutton's Color Studio, located in Nampa, Idaho. Despite the fact that Idaho wasn't a center for hot rods, his impeccable workmanship and reputation attracted the attention of the top gearheads and car aficionados in the automotive world. Leaving California, the mecca of hot rods, was a crossroads for him. In one of his interviews, he became emotional as he talked about how supportive his wife, Terry, was, about all his business decisions. He said that everything that happened in his career wouldn't have been possible if it weren't for the encouragement of Terry. There was so much traveling for him over the years, and that took a lot of time away from home, but working for Boyd and Chip was the best things that happened in his career. He had this fear that if he went back to Idaho and established his brand there, it wouldn't take off. However, his family had always been important to him, and so he had no choice but to go home, be bold about setting up his own shop, and cut down on his traveling. In 2009, he did establish his own shop together with his wife and called it Charley Hutton's Color Studio. It actually worked out perfectly for him, much more than he dreamed of, as hot rod shops would actually send him projects. Those shops would do the main build and fabrications, and then would ship the vehicle for him to do the bodywork, finishing, paintwork, and assembly. He was grateful that the leap that he took was worth it, saying, the Lord blessed us to be able to do it." Charley Hutton's Color Studio was the embodiment of Charley's vision and passion. It may have served as a hub for creativity, craftsmanship, and the realization of automotive dreams to others, but for Charley, it was simply his playpen. He would tell everyone that he was just fortunate that he found a career that didn't seem like he was working, because he loved whatever he was doing, and that he got to do it at home was just a huge blessing. Throughout his career, Charley had had the fortune of collaborating with numerous renowned shops in the industry, including Cal Automotive Creations, the Roadster Shop, Custom and Hot Rods of Andis, and Greening Auto Company. He continued to develop his skills and discover more ways to make a car look perfectly painted and polished in unique, eye-catching colors. From the prestigious Ridler Awards in Detroit Autorama, he took home the top prize 4 times. Aside from the first one he won with Chip Foose in 2005, he also won in 2007 with a 1936 Ford Coupe called First Love, owned by Ross and Beth Myers, built by Rad Rides with Troy Trepanier. He won again in 2013 with a 1940 Ford Coupe called Checkered Past, built by Cal Automotive Creations with Andy Leach. After 3 years, he collaborated with Harold Chapman of Customs and Hot Rods of Andis on a 1939 Oldsmobile convertible nicknamed Old School, owned by Bill and Debbie Thomas, and bagged the 2016 Ridler Award. Charley was also the recipient of other distinguished awards, such as Street Rod of the Year, Custom Rod of the Year, and America's Most Beautiful Roadster. These accolades could have made him overly cocky, but he remained humble and easy to approach whenever people saw him at car events. In October 2013, PPG Industries, one of the leading coating and specialty product companies in the world, announced that they were launching the Charley Hutton Ridler Color Collection in time for the 2013 Specialty Equipment Market Association SEMA show in Las Vegas. It was a collection of 15 distinctive automotive colors that Charley created exclusively for PPG as a celebration of the many times he'd won the prestigious Ridler Award, and was a testament to his excellence in paintwork and finishing. The master painter developed each of the unique hues at Charley Hutton's color studio, saying, "These PPG colors give custom builders and painters the chance to let their ideas become realities." The names that he created for these colors were highly intriguing, such as Kalalau Line, Checkered Red, Madison Gold, and Rum Point. When Charley was asked why he favored PPG products so much, he shared that when he was starting the business in Idaho, the owners of the local PPG warehouse, Bill Williams, was quite helpful and encouraging. It didn't matter if he came to buy products worth $500 or $1,000. Bill was very accommodating as compared to other owners, who would only assist those who were buying huge amounts on order. He would never forget the time when they had such confidence in him, and in return, he was loyal to them. Another reason that sparked his loyalty was that the company developed excellent products, which made his job easier. Often referred to as the Where's Waldo of the custom car world, Charley has a knack of surprising enthusiasts with his appearances. Whether it's catching glimpses of him on past episodes of popular automotive TV series such as American Hot Rod, Overhaulin, and Chasing Classic Cars, or at car shows, one thing was certain: Charley's presence resonated with car enthusiasts worldwide. When he's not in the shop, you can find him traveling across the US and Australia, gracing shows and events with his infectious enthusiasm. His fans loved him for remaining humble and accommodating to them. On those rare occasions when he managed to find some downtime, spotting Charley in his trademark shorts and flip-flops was a sure sign that he was enjoying a tropical getaway with his beloved family, relishing moments of tranquility and togetherness. Working alongside other craftsmen not only honed his skills, but also fostered lasting friendships and created a sense of extended family, which Charley deeply values. He definitely resides in the all-time greats club of automotive fabricators and painters. The young kid from Idaho who painted Hot Wheels as a hobby while growing up using nail polish had come a long way in such a short time. Charley Hutton made a portfolio of awards and work that many might take an entire lifetime to achieve. He would always reiterate that everything boils down to passion. "This is such a passion-driven sport, and for me, I love doing what I do." There were days when it didn't go the way he wanted it to, which sometimes made him question himself, but working with the right people made all the difference in the world, as the common thread for them all was passion in their work. Thank you for spending some time with us. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpick these videos, which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on all social medias or ask a question in the comments below. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you back tomorrow.